What is going on, Virgo? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct, and this is going to be your reading for the second half of July, the 16th through the 31st. We're wrapping up July and all these crazy, intense energies that we have been feeling. 2 eclipses, 1 Mercury retrograde, right? It's a lot going on. And Virgo, I did miss you guys for the first half of July. I didn't forget about you. It was just crazy hectic with my schedule, so I'm just getting around to you guys, and you guys are number 1 for the second half of the month since I missed you at the beginning of the month. So sorry about that, but this is going to be your reading. All right, this is a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone, but if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things to help the channel out in some type of way. If it does not resonate with you, you can always check out your rising or moon sign or one of the previous readings that I did for Virgo, because energy is fluid and that one may match you right now, you know, one of the older ones. All right, other than that, you guys should go check me out on IG. You know, I like all of my tarot family to follow me on another platform also. That's at chrisanthony14lbs, Chris Anthony 14 pounds. And I do have personal readings open to the public, so if you want a more personal experience with me, you can email me about that. That will be in the description of the video. Without further ado, let's hop right in. Virgo, this is going to be your present energy right here. Like we always do it, this is your main storyline. After that, we'll hop over to the futuristic energy. This is going to be your supporting details over here. Alright, and my setup is kind of different this month, Virgo. I don't think I'll let you guys know. I am moving right now, so everything kind of looks a little bit different. I don't have my desk, but the cards and energy is all the same, alright? So let's do this, Virgo. Hopping in, crowning your reading, you have the King of Pentacles, and it's clarified by the High Priestess. So King of Pentacles energy, I'm feeling this month, or walking into the second half of the month, I should say, Virgo, you guys are feeling very grounded and confident in this King of Pentacles energy. This is definitely your card, the representation of the Virgo energy, the earthed, grounded, strong energy. But I do feel like you guys are grounded in a certain type of knowing, something that you guys know with this High Priestess energy here, talking about an intuition, a deep knowing. You guys are more so wanting to kind of feel your way through this time period. I feel like, you know, with the eyes being closed on the King of Pentacles, it's not so much about what you can see that's happening in your life or the things that are happening in your environment or your external world. It's more so about what you can feel, you know. And I feel like you guys are kind of hands-on for the month of July, you know, closing it out anyway. You're feeling like you want to touch, you know, the things that are around you. You want to kind of put your hands on it. You want to get your hands dirty a little bit to really feel what's going on, you know. So I feel like I said, you guys are not worried about what it looks like this month. You have a certain inner knowing, a certain inner feeling, inner confidence that's kind of rising to the surface, and it's making you more stable, grounded, right? But also giving you this certain type of confidence that you're moving forward with. You know, especially when it comes down to building your abundance, building your financial stability, your material wealth. You're kind of feeling your way through. And so I like how the King of Pentacles is matched up with the High Priestess card, because King of Pentacles is one of the more confident kings. He's also very pragmatic. You know, he's not as logical and thinking as the King of Swords, but he is very pragmatic, which means he likes the discipline of doing. He's about action, you know, and actually doing things very disciplined and consistently. So when you match that energy up with the High Priestess energy, it's all about you following your intuitive nature in order to discipline yourself, in order to move forward on your path, in order to bring stability into your life. You're tapping into what you feel intuitively in order to be consistent and pragmatic. So I like these two energies teaming up with you guys, Virgo. Right? It's almost like that walking by faith and not by sight type of feeling that I'm getting. where you just know some things are coming together. You know how you want your life to look. You know how you have certain plans coming together and certain things that you're building. And instead of looking around at, I guess, let's say things that are not coming into place, or things that could be contrary to the plans you have for yourself, you're choosing to really kind of close your eyes to it and just continue to feel and connect with that inner vibe that you have of how your life is going to be coming together. And so I'm definitely feeling this. Let's keep it moving, Virgo. Right below that, we have the Knight of Pentacles clarified by the Strength card. So with the Knight of Pentacles, this could be talking about some type of offer that could be coming in to you, or an offer that you're wanting to make to someone else. It's a very stable offer, very slow moving offer with the Knight of Pentacles, something that maybe you could have been waiting on, or someone else could have been waiting on to offer to you. Since it is in the middle of the spread and it is a earth energy, I feel like this could definitely be you guys maybe wanting to offer something to somebody else. And this could be, talking about a stable relationship or a stable partnership with someone else. Maybe it took you some time to get to this point. It took you some time to realize that maybe this is a person that you want to offer this to. And so this could be some type of commitment that maybe you're wanting to offer to your partner, or somebody that you feel like is worthy of being in a relationship with you. Now, if it is an offer coming into you, then this could be something that, you had to kind of be patient about, because you could have been with a more slower moving type of person, and maybe you were ready to go, ready to do this, but they kind of just had you moving inch by inch because they wanted to be sure about it. Whenever the Knight of Pentacles comes in, it's a very sure offer, very grounded, stable offer that moves kind of slowly, but only because the Knight of Pentacles knows exactly what he wants or she wants. It's clarified by the Strength card. So like I said, someone has kind of had to have strength when it came down to being patient or waiting for this offer that comes in. And it's almost like it has built character within you, or with whoever was the one waiting. It was kind of like a test of your character, or a test of your nature, being able to be patient or learn a lesson in patience. And I feel like the Strength card is here talking about, that certain type of inner fortitude that you've had to show, maybe in regards to this offer that's coming in, or another person has had to show to you. That's kind of what I'm feeling. It's like an offer coming into you, or you're making an offer that's almost like a long time coming. Because right over here we have the Knight of Wands, and I think these are two people. This could be you and somebody else. One person, it looks like, is more focused on the stability of the relationship or the partnership or the collaboration, and the other person is more focused on the passion of it all, like jumping in head first, the attraction, the sexuality of it, while the other person could be thinking about long-term plans and how will the money match up, and how the credit score looks, and where are we going to live, and where are we going to work. This definitely seems like a couple, and you guys are definitely heading and speeding in towards each other. If it's not a couple, this could be you're meeting somebody maybe in the second half of July, and I think you're more worried about the stability maybe, or vice versa, and the other person could be worried about, well, I want the passionate connection, like, you're sexy to me, you're attractive, I want to hook up with you, I just want to feel your energy, I want to be in your presence. So yeah, but it's almost like a night and day type of connection, opposites attract type of connection, I think, that's coming in. One person is more focused on building for the future, and continuing in a consistent, pragmatic type of energy, building one step at a time for something very stable. The other person is kind of coming in very quickly because it feels like they have just ended a certain cycle in life. They could have just wrapped up an older cycle, especially with this eclipse season, and wanting to speed into you very quickly, or like I said, vice versa, because of the old ending that they kind of have just wrapped up, and they're starting to realize some things about themselves. They feel free. They feel like they've just been released from some type of energy, you know, released from something in the past that could have been hard to deal with, a very weighty, very heavy to carry. And now they feel like they can fly a little bit, and they're wanting to kind of like rush in to you, you know, or you could be wanting to rush into somebody else. I would say kind of be careful a little bit of this person, because it feels like they are like a bird that just got out of the cage. So especially with this Knight of Wands energy, they could just be wanting to just experience you right away, and just experience anything right away, because it seems like they've been kind of maybe locked down a little bit. This almost feels like somebody that just got out of prison or got out of jail or something like that, and they're just wanting to kind of like run into the first person they see, possibly. This is probably why, if it's you, if you're the one that's kind of wanting to take it more slower, the reason why you're wanting to offer something a little bit more slower is because maybe the speed that they're wanting to move, maybe you see them coming from a mile away, because they're so full of energy and just passion and sexual drive, and so you're like, okay, let's slow it down a little bit. But they are coming from wrapping up an old cycle, which makes them seem like, you know, they're just like a wild stallion just being let out of the gate. But it does have a lot to do with an old cycle that they just wrapped up and they finished off, and it was very maybe hard and like I said, heavy for them, but they feel light now, and they just kind of want to have some fun. You know, like they just want to be playful. And so this could be good for you, Virgo, if you're the one that's on the receiving end of this offer. But you guys, it looks like you guys are meeting each other in the middle. And it is kind of like that opposites attract energy. This person could definitely be a fire sign, right? Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But they're coming in hot and heavy. And they want to offer you something, and you want to offer them something. So it is an equal connection that I'm feeling. Let's keep it moving, though. Right below that, we have the Six of Pentacles clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles is talking about an equal give and take, right? Something that is being balanced out in your life. Maybe you could have been in a position before where it wasn't an equal give and take type of thing that was happening. Maybe you were giving into something and wasn't seeing the return on what you were giving into, or maybe somebody was giving into you and they felt like they were not receiving the return or the giving back like they wanted to see. But there is kind of like a balancing out of the scale is what I'm feeling in this energy, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're kind of bringing more balance into your life. You could have been in a place where maybe you were giving too much into work and maybe not enough into your home life, or vice versa. You were giving too much into your home life or enjoying life itself, but not giving enough into your work life. But this is kind of like a balance coming in, because the Queen of Pentacles, she is the master of balancing her work life and her home life, or balancing work and love, or, you know, building pinnacles and having fun at the same time, work and play. So it feels like if you were in a place before where you were only focused on work, just putting it in, getting it done, focus, you're coming into a place at the end of July or second half of July where you're wanting to kind of like do both. You're wanting to work and play and enjoy the fruits of your labor, or take a little break because it is summertime and just smell the roses, smell the flowers, right? Do something that's enjoyable, do something that's social, but also be working at the same time. So I feel like you're very focused. Like I said, you're in the King of Pentacles energy, so you're very focused on your path and what it is that you're trying to build for yourself and creating abundance in your life, and you're very confident moving forward, you know, on your path. Like I said, you're feeling yourself, you're feeling your way through your life also, and you're trusting the process. But at the moment, you could be feeling that you probably need a little bit more, you know, play in your life, maybe. Maybe you could be wanting to take a little bit of a break from work, or just balance your life out a little bit with a little bit of play. And if that is happening, then it could have something to do with this person that's coming in being a little bit more lighthearted and playful, and just bringing some passion into your life, even though you're focused on stability, right, and strengthening everything you're trying to build in your life. This person comes in just playful, lighthearted, cheerful, passionate, and they kind of make you want to balance out a little bit and maybe not work so hard and have a little bit of fun. Right? So it's possible. Then we have the Five of Pentacles here, clarified by the Judgment card. So in the past, somebody did feel left out in the cold. This could have been the energy that you're kind of coming out of, where you just felt like you were left out in the cold, maybe forgotten. It feels like you were not the focus of attention. You know, somebody could have left you out in the cold a little bit. Maybe this was somebody that you were dealing with, you know, in the past, and it left you kind of feeling, you know, cold, or feeling like you were in the dark, or not as happy with life with that Five of Pentacles energy. This is like a disappointment that you had to face and kind of just deal with on your own. But whoever did leave you out in the cold, or whatever situation you were in that kind of left you out in the cold, this has some type of awakening effect on you. Like it made you awaken to something, because the Judgment card is here. And the Judgment does talk about a spiritual awakening. It talks about divine opportunity that comes in, that kind of wakes you up out of your slumber. It's all about timing, the Judgment card is. So something could have happened that kind of made you feel very left out in the cold, or bad, or negative about the experience, but the effect that it had on you was like a certain spiritual awakening. And this is you rising to a certain call that the universe has put out and made for you. A call for you to walk in your path, walk into your destiny, right? Walk into a more spiritual life. Maybe you're rising in your frequency, you're rising in your spirituality, you know, and this is kind of like the call that is wanting you to kind of like it's almost like, one second, I'm trying to get this feeling for you guys, but it's like a deeper, you know, spirituality that you're being called into, maybe to focus on. Maybe you've been in a certain place spiritually where you've been, you know, studying a little bit, or awakening, and you've been on the path of awakening, but this is kind of like a new level that the universe is calling you to dive deeper into, you know, your calling, or dive deeper into your spiritual path and what it is that you're supposed to be doing. This is kind of like depth is what I'm feeling. You've been in a certain area of spirituality where you've maybe grown comfortable in, but these are going to be some new concepts that are coming in, some new spiritual gifts that are coming in, and it's almost like the universe is wanting you to expand a little bit into some depth of spiritual gifts and spirituality, point blank. So you may find yourself in the month of July maybe running into some new spiritual concepts, doing some studying or watching some new videos about spiritual concepts or spirituality. Just examples, some of you guys may be wanting to get deeper into meditation, or get deeper into, this is like some type of deepness that I'm feeling with some of you Virgos. Like some of you guys are wanting to explore like Wicca, like build an altar or something like that, or connect with certain deities. Some of you guys are wanting to go into like certain Hinduism principles, or Eastern philosophies. It's kind of like you're wanting to shape your spirituality more and make it more definitive. I think before it was kind of like a surface level of spirituality, or it didn't have much definition to it, and you kind of want to add on certain philosophies into your spiritual walk, is what I'm feeling, or explore some new spiritual concepts, like I said. But it was something that pushed you to do this, with kind of feeling left out in the cold by someone, maybe someone you were dealing with in the past, or just life in general kind of gave you this feeling where you were just like alone and you felt kind of forgotten a little bit. And this was kind of like, you know, how the universe does it. Like, we have certain experiences that we don't like, but they push us to a place that is good for our overall being and overall spiritual path. So this is growth that's coming in for you, closing out the month of July, going into August. And you are going to see yourself kind of go into more depths of spirituality and research and just expansion. Some of you guys are definitely having some activations of certain spiritual gifts and wanting to just explore your gifts that you have when it comes down to Reiki healing or psychic or clairvoyance, clairaudience, just exercising those gifts that you have. All right, let's keep it moving. So for your future energy, we have the Nine of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and then the Seven of Wands. So for the Nine of Cups energy, we have it clarified by the Empress. Nine of Cups energy is talking about wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment coming in, something that you were wishing on. It has finally made its way to you, Virgo, maybe at the end of July. But it's something that's coming in that's making you feel content, making you feel satisfied, making you feel fulfilled. And this is kind of the same thing I was feeling with this King of Pentacles card. Like, this is just the feeling that you have overall. You're just comfortable in your own skin. You're comfortable where you are, very stable and grounded. And this is the same feeling I get off of this card, is a certain contentment that you have. And it is making you take on this Empress energy, because the Empress is very content. She's very comfortable in her skin, very confident, attractive, magnetic, nurturing type of energy, very creative, very fertile. And because you're in this energy of being very content, you are able to attract some of these things into your life that you want, because maybe you're not coming from a place of neediness or a place of, you know, I have to have it, I just have to experience this in my life, I just need to be here. You're at a place now where it's like you have it internally, is what I'm feeling with this Nine of Cups. So you are going to be attracting certain things in your external world in the month of July, closing out July, especially around this full moon that's coming in, and this lunar eclipse that's coming in on the 16th. It's like you're going to feel a level of relaxation and peace and contentment, and this is setting you up to attract certain things into your world. All right. Below that, we have the Page of Wands, clarified by the Seven of Cups. Page of Wands is talking about a brand new, some ideas that you're wanting to water or give into or create action with. These are those great ideas that come in, you know, maybe while you're up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, and they just pop in your head, and you want to write it down, and you want to jot it down on your keypad or whatever, wherever you take your notes at. And maybe you wrote these ideas down a little while ago, and you're wanting to maybe do some exploration on them. You're wanting to actually put them into action. The only trouble you're running into is that you may have too many ideas, because you have the Seven of Cups here. And the Seven of Cups is talking about having too many options and kind of getting confused a little bit, because you have so many ideas, you have so many things that you want to do, so many things that you want to bring into fruition and into your reality, and you're fired up about it all too. But the caution here is just to maybe do one idea at a time, just to not create confusion, because with these two cards, this could talk about somebody that's jumping from one idea to the next, you know, very quickly, but the person that starts on a project but doesn't finish it because they get an idea for another project, and then they do that project, and then jump to the next one. Page of Wands energy, it's a very younger energy. It's a very beginning, inception type of energy. And then the Seven of Cups is talking about having too many options. So you could be tempted, closing out July, going into August, to kind of dive into a lot of different projects. But the caution here, like I said, is just to complete a project before you move on to the next one, which, I don't think is going to be too hard for you, because you are taking on the King of Pentacles energy. And for some of you guys, you could be cool with jumping around from one project to the other, and that could be your order out of chaos. You could be making, order out of chaos. This could be just the way that you work. So I don't want to definitely cut off the way that you do your creative process, or the way that you create your money, or the way you go after your goals. You may be the chaotic person that, hops around from goal to goal, but there's kind of like what's the phrase that they say? I can't think of it right now. Somebody tell me in the comments. It's not order out of chaos. It's something that's very similar to it, and it just slips my mind right now. There's a, what is it? I think there's a system to the madness, something like that, right? Yeah. But that's what some of you guys are going to be doing, Virgo. Then we have the Four of Pentacles here, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. So, Four of Pentacles is talking about you kind of holding on to your energy and being in a place where you're kind of holding back a little bit, or not even holding back, but you're very protective of your coins, very protective of your energy, who you're giving your energy away to, and your money or resources or time away to. You're very selective at this time also, because you are taking on this Page of Pentacles or Knight of Pentacles energy, which he is very slow moving and very slow to act, and very calculative about which direction he wants to head in and what he wants to invest in, because he's very smart with his resources. And resources could be time, it could be money, it could be energy. So you are coming in with this kind of guarded energy a little bit, and this is what I was picking up when it comes down to somebody that's coming in and wanting to move very fast with you, wanting to connect with you and hook up and get sexual very fast, or just like get into your inner world very fast. I feel like you are going to be a little bit hesitant, and you're going to make them kind of slow down. I think you're doing this to everybody, because it's like, what you're trying to build for yourself, and you don't want to be thrown off a path or thrown off of your focus too much. Even though you do, feel the need to want to play a little bit, or you do feel the need to want to experience life a little bit, because all work and no play, is just very boring. You're still very safeguarding of your energy and your time, right? So you may give somebody a little bit of time, a little bit of your energy, but go right back to your, hermit mode, or being very selective or very guarded. Alright, this is just the energy that I'm definitely feeling going into the end of July and into August. You're very protective over yourself, which makes sense, Virgo, because I feel like you guys are definitely trying to build a certain empire for yourself, or just be in a certain place where you're just very comfortable. And it comes down to everything, not just money and not just finances, but your environment. You want everything to match. You want the thing, like I always say that the King of Pentacles is the best dressed king in the tarot. Like, I always focus on what he has on and what he wears. He's one of the flyest kings that you will ever see, because he's all about material, right? And so he likes his environment to be very comfortable. He likes the people around him to be very matching his energy. He likes what he's wearing and what he's driving in his house to match his energy, and everything has to match. And so that's why you're so selective with the people that you're choosing to connect with or give your time and energy to, because if it doesn't match your frequency, if they don't match your style, right? Like, look at this Knight of Pentacles is also very stylish. Like, look at the horse, look at the clothes, the garments, the shoes, they match. Color coordination. And if this person is coming in here all wild and out of control, which, you know, some some Knight of Wand energies can be like that, you are wanting to slow it down and, like, you know, size them up and see how they're dressing and what kind of swag they have and what kind of style and energy they have, and, you know, all that good stuff. Which is why Seven of Wands is here. He's talking about being defensive a little bit. And then you have the Four of Swords energy here. But I do feel like with the Four of Swords here, being here, you are going to begin to let your guards down a little bit and relax a little bit out of that Four of Pentacles energy, not be so tight with your energy. You are going to relax a little bit going into the end of July, like I said, because you have been working a lot and focused a lot, and you do want to have some rest and relaxation and just let your hair down. You may want to get away, even if it's just in your mind, or you may want to pamper yourself, treat yourself to something good, you know, some Mai Tais, a massage, I don't know, whatever it could be, just walking out in nature. You may just want to have a Netflix weekend and just Netflix and chill with somebody special, or just with yourself, right? But yeah, I do feel like you're letting your guard down a little bit, but not totally when it comes down to life in general, because you do feel the need to just get a little bit of rest and relaxation, and then back to work after that, right? But yeah, overall, Virgo, I'm feeling some great energies for you guys for ending July, going into August. Like, you're moving forward very confidently, and I like how you're confident in your intuition and the way you're wanting to feel out everything and see how the vibe feels as opposed to how it looks. And this is going to be the thing that you know, is helping you move forward in life. Feeling the vibes, very intuitive. So I'm going to wrap it up right there for you guys, Virgo. Hopefully that resonated with you. If it did, like always, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel, and I will be back with another reading for you guys in the month of August. Later.